Yo, what up, beautiful bro? Just right here just to show you guys some more Poormans Orgonite, how to make simple, smart, easy to use Orgonite. So here we go, get to it. If you got no glue, no nothing, no resins, it's cool because all you need is money or metals, basically. If you got metals, right? You got some copper, you have some other metals, right? With the Orgonite, the more metals, the better. So like you layer metals correctly, and you'll get the positive energies to flow through even more so. So you want to layer metal. That's what it's all about, is layering the metals too. The end, and then we're conductive. So you touch the metals, and it's touching the crystals, and it's touching everything else. So here's a quick way how to do it. There's some pennies right there on the top. You know, copper, right? Then you want to take if you have a crystal of some sort, right? Just take some, right? That's basically it. You got Orgonite ready right there. That's it. You got layer Orgonite. Or if you want to get more fancy with it, you can just, you can add, you see I don't have something right here. Add more, add a crystal to it, you know what I'm saying? I can add to it. You go ahead and add to it if you want, right? Right, you just add to it. Or you have some other pieces of metal, like I do. You have some of these, something, just other random scrap metal, whatever. Pieces of that foil even work. I mean, just a bunch of them, just get a lot of them. The thicker the better. These, some metal, crystal, metal. Then you got metals underneath. Then you put more fucking coins, and then more metals, more crystals, right? More stuff. That's all you're basically doing. You're building your own stone. You're connecting stones and metals, crystal stones, metals. You're connecting precious elements with precious metals. Here's another example. If you got Orgonite already made, see, like me, I was making this one from stuff that people throw away. This like foil wrap that was used for Subway and tuna. I used it to the like help Faraday cage it. So then I used just a regular piece of metal underneath just to help make it super conductive, help conduct it. Then I grabbed a tin lid from a mason jar. They work perfect to create Orgonite. And just set it up. That's it. Just set it up. However, just figure out the way that becomes the most magnetic. Just figure out. Just go near it, put it up, go like next to it, go like this. Figure it out. If it doesn't work that way, rearrange it. Say, oh, okay, so maybe I should put the metal on top this time, or maybe I should put the metal on the bottom this time, or maybe I should put the crystal in the middle. So you have to figure it out. That's why it's best to use pendulums and douse all this information to ask, so you don't have to waste time figuring it out. So if you just ask, you're like, oh, should I put the metal first? Should I put the copper first? Should I put this first? It will just tell you. Ask it like what coins are the best to use, which coins are best conductive, which coins should I not use, which coins, ask it things like that. You'll find out. Just hold a necklace, just get a necklace, anything that hangs, metal or whatever. It doesn't matter. You tie a pencil to a string, you tie a rock to a string. It doesn't matter. But anyway, there's a quick way to make some Orgonite, like just with no glue or no nothing. You can just stack metals and stack crystals, whatever you got, whatever crystals you got. Alright, moving on. Oh, if you got magnets too, add the magnets to it too. I'm making magnet pyramids. So I'm making magnet pyramids, Orgonite filled with crystal in the middle. These things are super, super conductive. These things are just more powerful than probably probably not as much as this pyramid. This pyramid is freaking crazy heavy and super magnetic and conductive. Anyways, let's put these down. Okay, so our houses, basically, our houses are being affected with our houses with electronical and basically we're trapped into electromagnetic crystal grid system, imprisonment system trap. Um, it's using our houses, using power lines, and using let me just read. Using our houses with using our houses with electronic and appliances, interior door, the deadly death tone, silent death tones, um, incongruent with our appliances incorporated into an electromagnetic grid system. The exterior door, that we live in, which is the death energy, it's the silent death tone. So we live in the exterior door world. So our housing, our appliances, electronics, and everything are incorporated into this grid system. We know them seemingly as crosswalks, billboards, street lights, power boxes, cell towers. The list goes on. All power lines, cords, and cables are useless. Really, they actually are only doing us subtle harm, but mainly entrapping us into a total silent death tone zone. Subtle door, so DOR energy. We know as our normal state of we know this to be our normal state of living, or normal state of being. Um, that's what makes Ormus, stem cells, and water and spring water, or North Pole Center waters, so mighty and so useful to the human living organism, to living organisms, the human body. It might be able to revive Ormus stem cells, Ormus menstrual blood stem cells, and North Pole Center waters might even be able to revive the dead. Who knows? You know what I mean? So here's 3 ways to make I'm gonna show you right there. Here's Poormans style way to make a pyramid. Simple. Take 3 copper wires, or you can take 3 paper clips. You can take 3 paper clips. If you got paper clips, use them. But they're metal. Use 3 copper wires if you got copper. Paper clips, whatever you got. Steel, whatever. You know. You just twist the tips together to 3. Twist the tips. Right. Twist them. And you just pull the legs out. See, you just pull the legs out. I don't know why everyone needs a how-to video for stuff like this. It's so simple. You just pull the legs out like this. It's simple. You just twist it. Twist. You just get 3 wires. Twist them together. You can get 4 and make a equilateral pyramid. Doesn't matter. Use different ones. See, different ones. Doesn't matter. I don't know if we can see it really too well. Fucking light in this room sucks. Anyways, see, pyramid, I guess. And the beauty of making these ones like this is then you can just hold it at the tip like this, and you can just ask it to magnetic north, and it'll go automatically like on its own. It'll tune to magnetic north. It'll stop to where it's at. See, it stops. It's going back. Oh, bounces. Because magnetic north for me is that way. So that's why it bounced that way. It has the foot. This part's the bended part. The other legs are straight. So this part is this like the arrow pointing this way. You can do it for anyone. I had no trouble because I have glue on my hands, so I mean, and it still did it. But I mean, I have glue with silica, so it probably was even more conductive. Oh, and a better way to do it is to use your fingernail because your fingernail is natural silica. So actually, fingernail in your hair is natural silica. So if you have like a little piece of your hair or something in between, it's probably working better. Like to tune the magnetic north. And it always goes, like every time. Perfect right there. So that way. See? I mean, and you can even do it with the pendulum too. Like, I don't have one right now on me. Oh yeah, I do. You just say, tune to magnetic north. And it's pointing that way. I can even say, locate the black pyramid on my desk. And it will. Like, it'll literally go towards the black pyramid that's right here on my desk. You'll start swinging in that direction only. You can ask the questions like, what day was the Earth created? And then write it down on a chart. Put like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever, you know. Write it out on a circle graph chart and hold the circle graph chart in the center and ask the pendulum, be like, so what day was the Earth created? And it literally swing. Like, I can ask it without even creating the chart. You just mentally picture the chart. I'll be like, Monday, Tuesday, what day was the Earth created? Hmm. It's saying on Wednesday, but I don't know if that's true. So we have to ask the divinate and be like, was the Earth created on Wednesday? We need more people to ask this to find out. If you get the same answer, then it's definitely a yeah. But anyways, you can ask different questions. You'd be like, if you lost something, you'd be like, where are my keys? You can ask it, and it'll be like, locate them, you know. And you walk and find it, find it, find it. And I mean, I'm not. You can try for yourself. I don't have time to prove to you guys that I'm like trying to, you know, um, like that I'm being deceiving and I'm just like making it rock that way. No, it doesn't work that way. It actually works to what you say. So you actually start spitting as soon as you start talking and thinking. Okay, so that was, these pyramids are dope. These ones that you can hold tips because you twisted 3 copper wires together. They don't even need the bottom ends. It's worked really great. Just like that, you just plug them into the ground, put a crystal in the middle. That's what I'm about to get to next. So, Poorman style copper pyramid, simple, and then you can tune them easily like this. Tune it, go outside and wherever you're gonna wherever you're gonna put them, tune the magnetic north. Just hold them, and it'll tune the magnetic north for you. Boom, there it is. Tune the foot this way this time. So that's the closest one. It'll tune any corner. And if you have a equilateral pyramid, a 4-legged pyramid, then it's gonna tune like, it's not gonna use the corner. It's gonna use the face part of the pyramid. You know. Anyways, so there's a Poorman's pyramid, Poorman's copper pyramid. There are 3 copper wires. Place any stones inside to integrate super cambuster when it's all twisted to magnetic and tuned to magnetic north. So basically, what you're gonna end up doing is making them basically, if you get the copper wire like this, the pyramid, right? Top one like this. You put a stone in there, right? The tip. Then you twist it. And you twist it, right? Put the stone in there. You can even leave it. You can actually leave. You can actually get the stone, the crystal. You just put it like this, and you put this into the ground. Legs, you just put them into the ground, like stab them in, you know. Keep that flush, keep that tight, keep this tight, and boom, you got a chem buster. You know what I mean? If you make enough of these, you can move the chemtrails. And they have to be tuned to magnetic north. But I've actually found another way, you can do them that way with the pyramid and the stone, or you can actually take the whole pyramid and wrap it around to the bottom of the crystal, wrap both sides, and then you got this. See? Got both sides wrapped. Like that. It's just like a circle around the pyramid. Can't see it. Oh, there you go. See? The copper just wraps around it, honey. Twists at the bottom, twists at the top. Here are some gold quartz. Quartz and gold or whatever. It's not gold quartz, it's quartz of wicked gold. And that's one way to do it. You take these, you could tune them to magnetic north by holding them like this too, and just ask, tune magnetic north, no tune, no turn, and no tune. Just the same way, and then you plug them into the ground. You leave them outside. You integrate these with a plant or a tree. Tree is the best thing. You put them right next to a tree, or you put them on top of the tree, or you fucking screw them into the tree trunk. Like, that works the best. And then these are just different ideas I was making. Different ideas I was making with different ones. Different type of chembuster ideas. See, and the stone will basically sit in the middle. You know, the stone will basically sit in the middle, like right here, like that, and it'll just be, you know, stone like in the center. Or you could put a pyramid as well too. I mean, you can use the whole pyramid to put a pyramid in it. You put a pyramid in there too. Doesn't matter. Just as long as it's in there. You know. And then when you got this into the ground, tuned to magnetic north, when you got these tuned in the ground, tuned to magnetic north, then you get a separate copper pyramid, and you place it on top, and you combine two, integrate them together, and you tune this to magnetic north, you tune this to magnetic north, both of them. Keep these placed into the dirt halfway, and it's super powerful orgonite, super powerful. Just two copper pyramids. Basically takes one copper pyramid and a second copper pyramid to wrap around the crystal, tie it together, you wrap both ends, put this into the ground, find the magnetic north, put this on top, find magnetic north, integrate them together. You can actually get a separate copper wire and tie these two together so it stays integrated, and nothing moves it over time. No wind or no rain or no animals or anything. But I mean, that's just the basics. I'm trying to build them right there. 3 of these, 4 of these around your house, all tuned to magnetic north, should be able to move the chemtrails. And if not, then you do 4 more. If not, then you do 4 more, and you just keep putting them around your block, like your house. So if you have like a square, like here's your house, you know what I mean? Here's your yard, right here. So just put one, boom, 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 boom. put them at the corners. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. They put one at your one by your smart meter, and one by your ground wire, and one by your water main, and you'll be set. Okay. And if you build a copper, if you build like a giant, if you get a lot of copper, like wire, you could build like a giant copper wire system around your house. Because you think about it, houses are built like square and then pyramid shape. So if you build like a giant copper wire around your house, like you stick those into the ground, then you do what I said, you put the 4 around your house corners of these that I'm talking about, and you make your house into a giant piece of orgonite by making the wire frame around it and sticking that into the ground. Then you smart meter your orgonite on your smart meter, orgonite on your ground wire, your ground main, and then your water main. Dude, you'd be like a giant, or like you'd be like a huge pyramid. If you have a 2-story house like I do, that'd be super huge. Like you'd be having, because houses are made of what, stucco, other parts of sand and dirt, minerals and stuff. So that was just, and plus the orgonite outside turning it into good door, not bad door. You would just be integrating your whole house and all the appliances and electricity and everything inside. It would just be going surgical, man. It would be non-stoppable. And if everybody did this, it's like your house would be a giant pyramid. So that's just one idea. Then with the wireframe, that's how simple a wireframe can help. So basically, that's how you make those combustors I showed you. They work. You don't need no fancy poles or water or anything like that. I found out these work. And if you have a heavy chemtrails in your area, then you might need to do 4, and then you might need to do 8, and you might need to do bigger crystals. Who knows? You might need more. So, anyways, try them out, see if they work, tune them. Make sure you do it the way I'm talking about. And if you have any questions, email me, talk to me. Okay, creating molds out of cardstock paper with duct tape and tiles, business cards, muffin pans, glass cups, martini glasses. Orgonite made quick using contact cement. Using contact cement works really, really well. Contact cement. This stuff makes like instant orgonite. Like, contact cement. This stuff works really well. Makes good, quick orgonite. Like you can literally, if you're pressing it and you're making like orgonite that you have to like push, and flatten and make molds into and stuff. Like basically, I made this pyramid out of that contact cement. And the cool thing about it is it's a little squishy, so when I put these tensor coils on it, see the top, see there's like see-through, you can see through it. See if I get the good light shot. Well, anyway, it's kind of squeezing it perfectly, like is what I'm trying to say. It makes them a little more, it makes them like not hard, dense orgonite that you can't like squeeze. Like you can kind of like squeeze this as a little squishy. It's like a little squishy. You can't really see, maybe you can, I can't tell. But anyway, it's a little more squishy, which actually benefits me when I'm making my orgonite because it causes more scalar waves. Because it's like being totally squished by the tensor geometry here. And this tensor, it's a tensor, and then they form and they twist together at the tip. Then they come down and they all connect to this metal plate, and this metal plate seems to be super conductive with this copper. So when you make this pyramid, it just kind of like forms itself. It's like just kind of like once you twist the top and everything's connected at the bottoms, everything just kind of like and the pyramid just formed itself. Like it's just straightened out, you know. And then if you move and mess with it, it starts to make like a different oblong, obturated pyramids and stuff like that by moving the tip different ways. Like, so it's like super magnetic. So I placed the pyramid inside it, and then I twisted it, and it just locked to it, just straight locked to it. It was just like, it just locked to it. So now I have this is super conductive, and it was made with contact cement. They made it really fast. All I did was use construction paper, carved out my shape, used duct tape, and just straight lined it with duct tape, and then from there I just layer like Vaseline or whatever, and then put in the contact cement and just see it folds into a pyramid. See, like this, that folds into a pyramid. Then when it's done drying and you're done pushing it, you're done pressing it, you're filling it up, pressing it. And when it's done drying, like, you just undo the sides, peel it out, pop it out, and then you got it. We got one of these. So we got one of these. Then I start upping on the metals. So I got one of these. It's the latest one I made. The latest one I was making. I need to put crystals on the top for the tip. This was made of all glass. All silica. And then here's another example of the cam busters. Talking about copper wire. They're around twisty, the bottom too. Put them into the ground. Alright, so anyways, that's one way to make your pyramids with molds. Simple, you use duct tape, just like I showed you in contact cement. Simple, make some seconds. You could also make different flat molds like these, different amulet types. You can wear these ones, you know what I mean? You can wear these ones. And this type, it's easy. All you have to do is to make a spiral Faraday cage, you know, which I think I have one of that. Oh yeah, so basically like this. It's a Faraday cage. You just close it up like that. Has crystals in there. Then you just put Orgonite dust in there. Then you put I used, what was this? I think I used silicone. I used silicone or that contact cement, or one of the two, and then I just kept flattening it, even like with the hammer, and like just put more dust, more glue, so you got super condensed, and you have this amulet type thing. And I used to wear this one. I used to be sick. I used to wear this one, but I gotta fix it. Or too much. So then you do those amulet types, you can flatten them. Get magnetic pyramids. So anyways, the contact cement is flexible finish, is perfect for scalar wave devices because it squishes and you can get more dense with it. Squeeze and soft Orgonite is perfect way to send scalar waves versus hard dry Orgonite that you can't squeeze or press. And unless it's made like super dry Orgonite that's made already squeeze and press and it's like stuck like that, then that's super good Orgonite. But most of the time I've seen online just regular shit, just mostly resin, just like one crystal and some metals, and that's it. And that's bullshit. It should be all filled in. It should be all filled in, like I showed you. It should be all filled in. It's just the whole thing, all filled in. So one crystal and another one. So basically, you get copper, you get magnetic strips, cut them into little triangle pieces, and make these pyramids. Make these little pyramids. Use glue, whatever, put them together. Fill them up, or you put a crystal inside, you fill them up with orgonite, whatever mixture of orgonite you got, whatever sands, whatever broken glass, whatever you got. You know, if you have orgonite mixture, that's best. So anyways, fill it up, put a little crystal in there, you don't have to. Put a little piece of metal, whatever you want in there. Fill them up, put a bottom on it, close it up, and you got yourself a sick piece of orgonite. It's very powerful. Make sure you put, when you're using magnets, put the negative side outward. So, the positive side inward. Then, I just keep coating it, and gluing it, putting foils on it, foil, coat it, more glue, more orgonite, more glue, more orgonite, more glue, more orgonite, more glue, more orgonite, foil, orgonite, orgonite, over and over and over. Eventually you get this, and it's just super, even more super than that one. So, and then I'm going to add copper all around it, and just totally cover it in copper. And these are super powerful. And you need more magnets. You need more magnets since you want to send, because the top half of the body is magnetic, the top chakras and the bottom chakras are electric. They're killing us with electricity, trying to make our whole body electric. We're on a phone, electric. We're on TVs, electric, and everything we use and everything surrounded by it. Electricity, that's what's killing us. That's L. We need to be Ma, son of Ma, son of Na, son of L. So basically, that's just how it comes down to. But anyways, if you want to send, be closer to ascension, you need more magnets in this life as the time gets closer. So, I'll stop it right here, make a part 2. Later.